Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is 10:10 on the West Coast and it's 1:10 a.m. on the East Coast. It's Kellz with the Intels and your boy BG. We are live for the post-game recap. And I got my shades on because I'm gonna tell you something, man. This Trey Lance situation is getting kind of bright.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's the late night edition. Y'all tap in for the post-game recap. I got my girl Kellz here. She took some notes. We'll talk about some things that we seen, we didn't see. I got some things I'll share with you that stuck out to me. I know she's got some notes over there. So y'all tap in. Let us know, how did you feel about the Cowboys versus the Raiders? I mean, woo, we won a preseason game. We are going to the Super Bowl. You know how it go, Kelly. What up,
Yeah.
Russell? I see you.
Hey, Russell.
12:10 in Dallas. That's right. Just after midnight in Dallas. It's the late night tap in. Where are them late night owls at who was watching the game? That's built different. We know a lot of folks. I can see the traffic started to die down, but I definitely seen the Trey Lance lovers starting to resurface, man. Because I know, like John B, y'all are still down with him. I mean, he threw for a touchdown, he ran for a touchdown, and the Cowboys got a W. And most importantly, he got me out that room with Jeffrey Dahmer. I am so glad that Trey got me out that room with Jeffrey Dahmer, because y'all know what Jeffrey Dahmer do to them folks. Kelly, how you feel about that game as we look at those folks tapping in right now?
Um, I feel pretty good that the defense dominated. I saw some play action that I liked on both sides of the ball, especially in the first half. But we're going to go into my notes soon
Yeah, I
and
mean,
making
the
sure
biggest
it's
thing
not
that stuck out to
changing.
me was the run game. I know we were talking about that a little bit in the studio before we got live here, but that run game, I mean, it may have fizzled in the second half, but I mean, we've got the stats up here and we can take a look at those too as well. But that's the thing that stuck out the most to me. I know you said the defense, yeah, defense is really keeping us in the game. I agree with you.
It was. Um, yeah, we're going to talk about some of these players too.
Oh, yeah, we got a few of them to talk about. That's for sure. But if you're just tapping in, it's the post game report with Kellz and your boy BG, 27-12. Cowboys with the W for the preseason. Y'all know the rule. We going to the Super Bowl, baby. We finally won a preseason game. There she go. What up with them hitters out there? We see y'all tapping in. I see everybody tapping in. What's good, y'all? What's good? Russell says, "Hey, Kellz, that's what's up, BG. Great defense, defensive game. Offensive line was looking good. Yeah, they were. Who was that got fouled there? Who was that with that penalty there at the end? Somebody that got called for taunting. That guy was holding his hands up. Like, I was like, is that Cooper Beebe? I don't think it was
No,
because
no,
I
they
couldn't
said
catch the name.
65.
I was like,
They
maybe
didn't
that's
say
Cole Cabral, but somebody was out there like they called him for taunting. You know what I mean? He was up there. Did y'all I know y'all seen that? Y'all tap in and let me know who was that?
it was number 65. Cole Cabral wasn't out there.
Oh, I think he was out there a couple snaps. I thought I may have seen him out there. Maybe my eyes was playing tricks on me. Yeah, I had to put my sunglasses on, man, because Trey Lance lovers I know are out deep now. I see them on posts coming alive, coming back with that "I told you so." Just Trey Lance needed more reps. Trey Lance is coming for a QB2 spot. I feel you. I told you I wanted the guy to ball out before the beginning of the game. I mean, I even had to make a specific video because some of y'all think that I'm hating on the guy. I'm not. Like, it's just the fans that, think he's going to go to QB1 or something like that. But shout out to Trey Lance with a great game with a touchdown on the ground, a touchdown in the air. I'm just happy he got me out of that room with Dahmer. I mean, 141 yards rushing, Kellz. A whole lot of folks was eating on the ground tonight.
Yeah. Um, I'm going to pull up my notes. It
Yeah,
was
Trey Lance had 36 yards of rushing. Deuce Vaughn had 34. He had that one little breakout run. Royce Freeman was out there eating 32 yards. Malik Davis. Look at all these different running backs. Jared Connor, that's the one I was thinking of. We were talking about earlier. Then Ryan Florino, he had a rush too, and then Cooper Rush. So I mean, people was we ran the ball, and I guess that was the thing. Maybe the Cowboys looked at the notes from the Minnesota Vikings, I guess, with the Raiders before, because I guess the Minnesota Vikings ran the ball a lot on the Raiders. So a whole bunch of yards taken on that Raiders defense. But I mean, Cowboys coming out twos and threes against their ones now. I mean, even we was looking pretty good out there.
We was
This is holding
the
it.
uh the penalty was hit on Dakota Shepley.
Wheels tapping in says, "Hey BG, I love what I'm seeing from our offensive line and our run game." Yeah, I was just saying, we had 114, I think, in that first half, but we didn't get that much coming in. Second half we only had a total of 141 total. So, but still moving the rock. You know, this defense, the pick six was a big, big play there to kind of break the momentum up, because I was like, I was expecting for the Cowboys. We typically lose these preseason games, but not tonight.
Yeah.
Trey Lance got us the dub.
Yep. So let's get into this first
Yeah, what you got
fir-
over there?
this first
Kellz with
quarter
the
action.
entails.
This first quarter action. As we stated, the Cowboys defense was explosive, especially on the first series. We had a good early push by Jordan Phillips. He got moved that's on that second snap. Um, it made the lane for the first down run to his side. We had a strong opening drive from Wanye Thomas and Maris Leofow.
Yeah, one year he had not just one but two plays out there. He was making a couple
Right.
of plays.
And in assisting getting Las Vegas off the field on fourth down. Willie Harvey missed an open field pick six
Oh man, yeah, that hit his mitts. He
on
supposed to have
fourth.
been gone with that. Who was that took that pick six in the third quarter? What was it? I asked you that a while ago.
Oh, we're gonna get to that one.
Okay, yeah, I was like, that should have been two pick sixes.
Yeah. Wanye Thomas, he was back at it again. He almost had a interception. Marshawn Nealon is that dude.
I like his attitude, man. The
I
rest was looking at him. I was like, oh yeah, like okay, he got a little attitude in him, man.
Yeah, Jordan Phillips, he was out there considering. He just landed to Oxnard a couple of days ago. Da, da, da. And let's also look how fast Maris Leofow played.
Oh yeah.
Uh, he teleports between spots is something he's been showing more and more of in practice. He thinks less and he flies more. We had a great play by Booth to read and react. Then he makes the tackle. We had a good rep by Albert Huggins. He beat not one but two guys to flush the QB to the right and into trouble to create a near interception.
Hmm. At least he ain't pushing
Now,
staff. At least he pushing the players around out there.
right. The Cowboys offense in the first quarter rush started the series as we all knew that was going to happen. The Cowboys rolled out our left tackle Tyler Guyton, left guard Asim Richards, center Cooper Beebe, right guard TJ Bass, and right tackle Matt Walesko.
Mm-hmm.
For the starting offensive line, Malik Davis' first drive was good. Uh, then the question that I wrote was, where was Rush blindside to keep Crosby at bay? And then we were able to see the Guyton and Crosby show.
Yes, thank you. I was about to get to that
Um,
because I was like, man, look, for everybody that was, doubting Guyton, our guy Tyler over there when Crosby came, I was like, that's why we drafted that guy.
exactly. Talbert deflected his own ball, which was good because that would have been another pick. Cooper Beebe looked so comfortable in his own snaps. Then let's get into the second quarter. Our defense, one of the better reps I've seen was from Junior Fiocco. He had one of the better snaps I've seen compared to last season. He fought well through um, a double team. When it came to the offense, Trey Lance and Deuce, he checked in. Cooper BB was putting in work right in the middle, accounting for delayed blitzes, calling things at the line, paving big lanes in the run game, which started strong. BB also, uh, when it when his series was over, he was likely to be done for the night. Lance, Trey Lance, he moved the chains. He didn't panic and was decisive to get the ball out to Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker, he
He got
he's
quite a
really
few
trying to
snaps out
take.
there tonight.
Yeah, Schoonmaker, he it looks like he was trying to make the first string roster. My boy Flournoy, the one I was telling you about from this draft,
Hey,
he
hey,
is.
hey, hey, that's a big dude, man. Flournoy is a big target. I mean, literally, he's big.
He,
Like,
yes, he is a diabolical menace. That's all I could
oh,
say
not the
about
D
him.
word.
Um,
Diabolical. Yeah, no, I
yeah,
seen him out there. He was a big target. I think that, yeah, that's who Trey threw his touchdown to. Trey had the only touchdown
yep,
pass there, and he had one on the ground. He was 16 for 24, 150 yards, one in the air, one on the ground, 5 carries for 36 yards. I know Trey Lance lovers are happy tonight about their boo.
yeah. Deuce will be going back to Oxnard with a couple of Raiders defense ankles that he collected on the ground. Uh, Deuce, Deuce had four handoffs in the first half. He averaged 7 yards per carry against the Raiders starters. And I was like, yes, Trey, please, and do more often. Use your legs. When it came down to our special teams, that Cropper fumbled. Just like last week. My synopsis for the first half, we ended on 0-3 on downs, 98 yards on the ground. The best quarter of football so far by Trey Lance. He looked more decisive and settled, but more importantly, he trusted his arm when needed to and found the touch on passes that needed it. 8 out of 11 attempts, 42 yards, one passing yards, I'm sorry, one passing touchdown. He averaged at 112.7 rating with 4 carries, 34 rushing yards, and 8.5 per yard. That's what I
Yeah,
have for the first half.
that guy had a night. I was looking for him. Could Trey throw a wheel? He definitely threw a wheel. He got us a touchdown, got us out of the Dahmer room. I was happy for that because I didn't want to be held hostage anymore. I am happy. We got one more preseason game still. I know you still got some more notes to talk about in the second half there. So if you're just tapping in, make sure for the late night edition. Her name's Kellz. I'm BG. Y'all introduce yourself. Let us know where you're tapping in from here. The Cowboys win tonight on the road in Las Vegas. Man, I heard it was a sea of blue fans out there. What did you see out there, Kellz? Did you see a sea of blue fans out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
And
Cowboy
then one
Nation.
thing I do like, what some of our Cowboy fans do is they will uh, react and do the alternative of the team colors. If you know, of course, our colors are navy blue, silver, white, royal blue. Um, we we have a lot of our gear that's in black. So every time when we play the Raiders, the Cowboys will dress in Cowboys black.
I could feel it. I could see it. Dak was in black. You know what I mean? He had the little Dak. He had the little black cowboy suit. Looked like leaving Oxnard to go out there to
Oh,
Las
listen,
Vegas.
Listen, I already inquired about the that Cowboys black tracksuit. You
I
did
know
not
you did.
think
I know
I
you got
did
your plugs. I know you got your plugs.
when
But yeah,
I saw them roll up into to the airport with it yesterday. I was like,
yeah.
yeah,
Unless
about
you unless you like from Alaska, shout out to them Alaska boys that's down here. They all iced up in white. They got the white vests on. They got the white jersey. Shout out to my guy RC. Shout out to Rokeys. We see y'all out there, boots on ground. Y'all seen RC live with us here in Allegiant Stadium on the pregame show. But now we're on the postgame recap. But yeah, it was Cowboy fans out there per usual. But let's get into this second half. What did you see?
Oh,
Uh,
and one more thing. For the
yeah,
first for time of possession. Well, we could get into that later because that's everything in its entirety. Um, for the third quarter, when it came to our defense, Damian Wilson he got more involved in the action. Um, he had a play in the first quarter as well. Nobody took Harrison Bryant in the flat, which calls for that tight end touchdown. I want y'all to keep an eye out on our safety Julius Wood. He is number 33 on our roster. He can ball especially in the run game. Keemon Hall went for the 69-yard pick six. He was claimed off of the 49ers roster earlier in camp. Our defense in the during the whole duration of the second half did hold back the Raiders outside of that Harrison Bryant touchdown. The only thing I can say as far as our offense was I wanted to see more of our running back Nathaniel Pete. Andrew Booth for tonight, he has 7 solo tackles and 1 assisted tackle.
hey, Booth was out there showing out. Every time I turn around, I seen Booth out there. So we're going to have to give him a nickname. I don't know if Phone Booth is going to stick. I don't know how that works, but it sounds catchy.
And I also like what I saw out of uh our other tight end, Alec Holler.
Right.
Um, Roy Royce Freeman, he
Freeman?
did run the ball very aggressively, which I liked. And our time of possession, we had the ball and we did what we did with 26 minutes and 14 seconds compared to Raiders having the ball for 31 minutes and 46 seconds.
Man.
Uh, we had 18 first downs compared to the 16 of the Raiders. We had 9 rush first downs compared to the Raiders one.
Hmm.
We have 9 pass first downs, um, but the Raiders had 14. The penalty first downs we had 0. Raiders had 1. Um, Rushing touchdowns, of course, we had the one with Trey Lance. The Raiders did not. When it came to rushing, we had 29 attempts for 139 yards, while the Raiders had 16 attempts with 62 yards.
If y'all are just tapping in, y'all need to raise the bar. We got Kelly all the way on the East Coast. It's your boy BG on the West Coast. It's currently 10:29 on the West Coast. So it's like 1:29. It's almost 1:30 in the morning out there. Y'all see my girl up with her notes and her jammies on breaking down these boys. I need y'all to raise the bar and share this video, especially for them late night crawlers out there.
For passing, we had 16 out of 26 for 157 yards compared to the Raiders with 30 out of 49 with 234. Third down efficiencies, we had 2 out of 9. The Raiders had 7 out of 16. Fourth down efficiencies, we went 1 for 1. Raiders went 1 for 3. Both of us had 1 turnovers. Penalties. 9 penalties for 83 yards. Raiders had 8 penalties for 75 yards. Total yards, we both tied 296 apiece. In total plays, we had 55 plays compared to the Raiders of 65.
My guy Moises tapping in says, give Trey Lance more snaps. He's only going to get better. He looked a little better in this game. He still got another preseason game coming up against the Raiders. The Chargers. I don't know what I was thinking with 2 preseason games. For some reason, I thought we already went to an 18-game season. I don't know. I guess I was already ready for it. But yeah, we got one more preseason game. It's the Trey Lance show. And y'all know, like I know, our owner loves a quarterback controversy, so you can expect it to be talked about in the media this week.
You.
Jane says, why are the comments keep clearing? I don't understand. I mean, I can see them on my end. But yeah, we got Kelly breaking down some notes over there. So we got your questions going up there in between. So yeah, Patrick tapping in says, can't wait to see QB1 and Zeke. Yeah, we're not going to see them till Cleveland, which after tonight, looking at Tyler Guyton with Max Crosby, I feel a little bit better with Myles Garrett coming off week 1. With Dak Prescott coming out that pocket. So
yeah, and speaking of that, should we get into that? What to expect for next week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so for next week is our last game. We're playing the
Chargers. Yeah.
The
hardball Chargers.
Yeah. The Cowboys.
That guy.
That one. The Cowboys are toying with the idea of it being a dress rehearsal, which means we may get to see some of our starters. Not for the maybe for a couple of series in the first quarter.
And we playing that SoFi. Are they playing at SoFi Stadium? Yeah, I think the game is on the road.
That's
or is
a
it
home game.
Oh, home game. That's right. Yeah, so I know Cowboys fans gonna be excited about that. We got anybody tapping in here tonight, ready to go to that preseason game? Anybody tapping in, listening tonight, going to the preseason game next week? B-Mac says, yeah, quarterback controversy. Jerry's hand is itching. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I've been wanting Trey Lance to do good. Not only for Trey Lance lovers' sake, not only because I don't want to seem like I'm hating on the guy, but y'all know, like I know, our owner love a quarterback controversy. He did it last season, or what was it, 2 seasons ago? Whenever he went down and Cooper Rush came in and drove the bus, right? Yeah, it was last season. Yeah, Trey Lance got them Chargers up next at home. You know, Cowboy fans going to get loud for some Trey at Jerry's World.
Yep.
Tim says Lance just needs more reps. Yeah, he's getting them. He's getting all the reps. We seen Cooper come out tonight. I wasn't impressed with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush didn't really get much done.
I think because he's comfortable knowing that he has solidified his spot. But then again, just be careful when you sleeping. If you get what I'm saying. Trey Lance, I have nothing against him. It's just unfortunate in the position that he is in. He does need more time.
Yeah. He didn't get it in San Fran, and he's gonna get all that time here. So,
but let's also look at before San Fran, when he was in North Dakota State, he really didn't get a lot of playing time there. I was able to look at a few stats during our halftime show. So when you look at his college career, he did not get a lot of um time there. So it's like he's playing catch up, but he's playing it with us, and they are allowing him that grace.
Yeah. Yes. Tim taps in and says Lance adds another element to the game for the Cowboys. I agree 100%. That's why I hope we keep him. I don't hope we trade him. I hope the guy balls out and we know, okay, we got this guy deep on the bench that can ball out, because we seen what happened when QB1 went down. And I mean, you know, and I know you thought, and I thought as soon as Cooper Rush was going to be the starter, we was going like, oh, the season's over with. And here he come in and went 4-1 for us. So, yeah, adding another element to this quarterback. I like the fact he can move around. If you look at this North Dakota State highlights, I mean, that's the one thing that stuck out to me was the guy got feet on him.
Yeah, he's mobile. He's very mobile. But then again, how many times we've had a mobile? Well, no, I can't say
that could have been mobile. I think he was mobile in Mississippi, Ole Miss, right? Wherever he played at, was it Mississippi State? Yeah. So
yeah, he was mobile. He was mobile his rookie.
But Garrett kept his ass in the pocket.
But think about it. Steven wanted him in the pocket.
Either way, they got what they wanted. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, having Lance's legs, maybe that's the new one. Lance's legs, baby. Lance's lovers and Lance's legs, man. He got it done on the ground and in the air tonight. I like the fact he adds another element to this roster. I was happy the Cowboys had a great showing tonight. I mean, if you were happy the Cowboys won, had a great showing tonight, just like this video. I mean, we don't often win preseason games, but I like the vibe coming out of camp. I like the vibe coming out of these two preseason games. We're going to see what kind of momentum can we carry going into this last preseason game with the Chargers at home.
Yeah, and if you remember when we got Deuce last year, without his, if we take away his size, he was the cowbell for K-State. He was that power back for K-State. Now he's in the leagues, the big leagues and everything. So we saw a little bit of that juice that he had when he was with K-State. Now, if Dallas get him to do that more often as a changeup, it would give this running back stable the spark that we need, that we used to have.
Yeah, it keeps defense on the toes. Like you said, you know, Trey can move his legs. We got running backs can move his legs. Dan's tapping in says, once he figured out accuracy tonight, I became a happy camper, and running QB only lasts a few games at his level. But I mean, he got it done tonight when it needed to get done. He's showcasing those skills. I know Trey Lance lovers are happy. The Lance leg lovers, Lance's legs are coming out now. So, hey man, what are we going to see in this game against the Chargers? I mean,
so when it comes to Trey Lance with the game against the Chargers next week, is that game on a Sunday or is it back on a Saturday?
Chargers. I'll take a look at it right quick. I believe it's Sunday. Yeah, no, it's Saturday at 1 p.m.
Okay, so it's a Saturday.
Saturday game, 1 p.m.
So 4 o'clock my time. Okay, so we know what Dak's throwing cap is. We should know by next week what Trey Lance throwing cap is. Dak cannot exceed over. He cannot exceed over, I think, between 35 to 41 passing. So so after the game on Sunday, we should know what his passing cap is. So in other words, we cannot, let's just say if, God forbid, if anything were to happen to Dak and Cooper Rush, we should know that we cannot have Trey Lance throwing the ball over 50 times. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. We knowing what we got on the shelf for the guy. My guy Patrick's tapping in and says, my dad's 84 years young, never been to a game live. He's going to the Saints Dallas game. Dad's diehard America's team. Yeah, I'm gonna be there too, baby. Patrick, we're going to link up. You have to come over there and check us out at Lot 11 with Cowboys Life Family, baby. We'll be over there tailgating before the game. So that's awesome, man.
And also they do, depending on where you at, where you parking, they do have the little the Cowboys AT&T Stadium. They do have the golf cart that for for our elders, or you are,
come scoop your dad up, man. Let him know, hey man, he's 84 at his first game. We need that cart over here. Get one of them hard hitters over there at the corner on the lot when you get in there, blow the whistle.
Yeah. For anyone that is that cannot move mobily with their feet, they and like I said, the elderly, they do have that there.
Tim also tapping in, says Deuce. Yeah, we had a Deuce sighting tonight. I told you I was happy with Kelly's intel before on the pregame, knowing that we were going to see some Royce Freeman and some Deuce Vaughn tonight. Deuce had a quick flash out there. Deuce is making this team. He has special teams capability, and it's hard to get down. He's very elusive. Yeah, like you said, how many pair of ankles did he have to collect and take back up on the plane with him, Kellz?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Deuce is out there breaking ankles, man. He's low to the ground, baby. He's swift on his feet. But yeah, I got him making this 53-man roster too. You know, Royce Freeman, big back out there, was running tough on those yards. Like I said, we can pull up. I already put those down. So the stats, I mean, we had 140 something yards, but a lot of those guys ate. But yeah, I mean, we seen what we seen from Royce. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because it looked like everybody was running for to make this first team roster, especially out of that backfield. We didn't see any Dowdle tonight, but I was happy to see some Deuce. I was happy to see Malik Davis. We seen
Hunter Lemke.
Hunter, yep. Rico wasn't in there. Yeah, plenty of those backs, and you know that's got to feel good about this running game, because you know a lot of folks, we didn't draft no running back and we signed no washed up Zeke and we ain't got no number one running back. Man, look, we got some guys competing. That's what this preseason is about, and every snap out there counts. I mean, ask Jalen Cropper, aka now Jalen Dropper. I mean, you know, if they have to cut him, you know what I mean. Those plays matter, especially when you fumble the ball and then, you know, you drop a pass too at the same time. So I don't know. We're going to have all three Jalen's on the team?
Don't know. The only thing, I mean, when he dropped that pass and then it gave the Raiders good field position, the only thing I can say was thank God this is preseason, because if that was in the regular season, that would have not, it wouldn't fly that good, and then it would have taken the momentum of the game out. Yeah. Snoop Connor was real good. I like.
Yeah, good call out there, Jay. Yeah, we didn't definitely call out Snoop Connor. It was a whole lot of backs back there getting some work. James Beatty says Freeman surprised him. Really, what surprised you about Freeman most? I'm curious to know. James, let me know. I really wasn't surprised. I know he's a big back runner, but
he's a big dude.
Yeah, I mean, we got Hunter Lipke and Zeke are about the same sizes. You know, they're kind of big, but I guess Freeman's bigger. But let me know, Jay, what did you see that made you surprised to see about Royce Freeman? I was happy to see a lot of those running backs back out there because, like I said, I told you I got Zeke, I got Rico, I got Deuce, and I got Hunter making this 53-man roster. We got one more preseason game left. It's going to be interesting to see how this running back by committee shakes out.
Yeah, speaking of which, the 53-man roster, it has to be in...
Yeah, I'm with you, B-Mac.
It has to, the 53-man roster has to be in Wednesday, August 28th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Ooh, that's right after the Cowboys return back to Frisco for training camp. 27, 28, I believe they're opening up 27th that night. So I guess, yeah, we'll learn here soon enough.
Because the last preseason is
24th.
The 24th.
Yep. I know it's late over there, Kellz, but we appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Kellz did a magnificent job of not only providing the intel before the game, so y'all stick around, Kellz, with the intels. It's kind of a thing. Your Cowboys win, late night edition going on tonight. I'm happy for Trey Lance lovers. I told you I got my shades on because it's bright now. We got a bright future, especially with 3 solid quarterbacks. Maybe Michael Irvin was on to something when we traded for Trey Lance, and he said the Cowboys now have the perfect quarterback situation. You got a bona fide starter. You got a legit backup who can come in and win you games, of what you've seen Cooper Rush do. And then we got a project.
So. Right. And with Trey Lance, just everyone keep in mind, because I know I said it in a couple of your lives pertaining him. Let's just say, God forbid, if anything were to happen that next year, if he's no longer with the team, Trey Lance falls directly in line with the quarterbacks that were drafted in 2024, this past draft.
Yeah, thank you for breaking that down.
Trey Lance will be the youngest. Will be the youngest QB. Who's the one that came from Oregon? Was that Drake May?
Oh, don't ask me. You know I don't watch no college football.
Okay, so whoever the quarterback is, that I think it's Drake May. He's the oldest. He will be the oldest quarterback that was drafted. So Trey Lance falls directly in a line with Daniels with the Commanders, Caleb Williams with Chicago, and the rest of the quarterbacks that was drafted this year. So that's the quote unquote perfect scenario. So even though he's been in the league longer than them, he will be the youngest in the league if Dak were to go to another team and Trey Lance will become QB1. Bo Nix, there we go.
Thank you, Jay Nichols.
So Bo Nix is the oldest.
Yeah.
Of the quarterbacks.
It's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out with this final preseason game. I'm happy with what I've seen with the run game tonight. We got another pick 6. Al Harris has got to be tickled. Defense is doing well. I know Mozzie Smith didn't show up and play, but
I love Al Harris. When I go to the hotel, when they come here in November, I'm gonna just give him a hug.
Yeah, no, man. Special shout out to Al Harris. He stopped by and got a photo there with me at training camp. So came over there. He's a people's champ. You know what I mean? Was signing autographs, talking to the kids. Asked us who was going to win training camp, the battle that day, and of course everybody on the sideline said the defense. I like what he's got going on with the defensive backs. Y'all should too, because we got the best 2 defensive backs with Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland. So when the 2s and 3s are out there getting pick 6s, I mean, I just like the vibe we got on these Cowboys, in terms of this preseason so far. We got one more game to go, but I appreciate you, Kelly, or should I say Kellz, with the intels now for your late night putting in that work over there. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning over there. Kellz putting in work, y'all. Y'all like this video? Let's go.
And I got a couple of hours to get up for church, but yeah, it was a lot of notes. My phone is probably tired of me right about now, but after our game on the 24th. Maybe we could, because we need to get Nicole back on the show, because I know
definitely.
I think
she's probably in the bed. You know what I mean? I don't see hardly too many green badges, but of course we're never live this time late at night anyway.
Right.
This was a late game, 7 p.m. prime time West Coast game.
10 o'clock. Yeah.
That's how I asked Kelly before we got to it. I said, "You sure it's gonna be late over there?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll be ready. I'm good to go." I'm like, "All right." See, y'all see her. Here she is.
Yep.
And y'all will see us definitely next week. We'll have the pregame show and the postgame show. I think Bob probably had to get some more rest, go back into his job tomorrow. It was always a pleasure with him as he shared on how he's creating boundaries with his team this year. He took a massive break after that Green Bay loss. So y'all tap in with us this next weekend coming up, preseason games
And we need to
in
do
Dallas.
we need to do a legit win and loss with once this 53-man roster
Oh yeah, once the 53-man roster gets
is
set,
done.
we're gonna set up. Yeah, we'll do all that in the bag of chips. I appreciate you, Kellz. I'm BG. Y'all appreciate y'all tapping in. It's been a post-game report. We'll see y'all in the gym next week for the final preseason game on the 24th.